am Rosalyn Parhams, and I'm a ceramic artist. I've been working with ceramics since about 1999, and I also work with mixed media, so I'll combine the clay with different objects like semi-precious gemstones, maybe some metal work. I make journals. I work out of home, so it's funny. My house is kind of like a studio with, I like to say, my bedroom and kitchen attached. So my father's wheel is out in the backyard. I've turned my garage into a retail space, so that was a pretty lengthy process. It actually took me a few years to do that. I glaze in my laundry room. I've got a room in the back of my house where I'll put jewelry together and roll out slabs of clay. So, yeah, almost the whole house is used for art.
It sounds like a lot of fun to me.
It is. It's a big art playhouse.
Do you ever have art shows in your fabulous space?
I have my space in the garage, so yeah, we would offer like an in-home craft fair, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So invitation only, and it's just a real nice, intimate affair where people can enjoy the art, they can relax, they feel safe and loved, and it's a really nice time. I live in a suburb that is predominantly white, so there isn't a lot of space physically or intellectually for Black art. So I think that's part of the reason why I started my own space in my own home. So I control the narrative. I invite who I want. So everyone that's there, they want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've had people, I've worked different craft shows and things like that where my art is ethnic, and I could feel like them kind of recoil. They would get frightened. It's like, look, it's not witchcraft, it's art.
Yeah.
And
Well,
being Black, I really feel like we as people of African descent, we are the original people. So this art is original art. So there's no need to have fear of it.
mm-hmm. How long have you considered yourself an artist? Have you been doing this since you've been a wee lass?
Oh my goodness, I don't even think this isn't even my first lifetime as being an artist.
Okay. Let's go there, girl.
Yes, as long as I can remember. And my parents, they were so encouraging. I didn't do anything with the clay for quite some time. I had enlisted in the Air Force and had gotten married, and life happened. And then I finally took a community college class in '99. And from that point on, I stayed with it. I didn't let it go.
Mm-hmm. Well, I of course have seen your work. I have your work, thankfully, and I love
Thank you. I'm back at you.
and I love the textural quality of your work. And I love that, as you said earlier, that you mix in crystals and different spiritually oriented media with the clay. Tell us about
Most
that. What?
important thing for me. I'm inspired by ancient art. I'm inspired by artifacts. I love going to museums, looking at the ancient art. And the thing that I noticed about a lot of the ancient cultures was that they used a lot of texture. If you looked at the hieroglyphs or cuneiform,
Mm-hmm.
it was in the clay, the textures was in the clay. It was a form of communication, um, form of creating documents. It was life. The textures literally was life. I still want that energy in the art of the ancient world. And they were also very spiritual people back in the day. So I've tried to have my art be a bridge between spirit and ourselves, trying to recreate that ancient way of doing things.
Mm-hmm. What themes are you drawn to?
You don't have to explain a heart.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a very fun shape to work with.
So your mugs that have the texture and they have the bling and they're potentially functional too. Is the F word a bad word to you? Functional?
No, no, it's not. Because the art of the ancient people, it it was about service. It had to function. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it just wasn't there to be, you know, stared at. I mean, it may have been used in a wedding ceremony or um, for dinner, um, funeral rites. It had a purpose. So function is important to me as an artist. I want black art to be acknowledged and not co-opted art. So if it is art created by the by black artists or the black community or the black experience, then that needs to be acknowledged. I don't really have a problem with people recreating it, but don't take the ball, run with it, and act like it never came from the black community or the black experience. I retired from my regular 9 to 5 job, so yeah, I'm full time now.
That's excellent. Well, we're certainly happy to have you in this Art for the Soul show, February 2021. And thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor, a pleasure, and a privilege. Thank you, thank you, thank you.